Hi, welcome to the fancy farm. No, we didn't get the virus and die. We're all fine. We've just been really busy. So we got to share some of our updates to show you guys. We got lots of videos coming because we got a lot to show you. But we'll give you a brief overview today just to show you how things are going. Let's go for a little walk. First thing is, you guys saw our outdoor laundry last year. We've recycled it and turned it into this clothesline right here. So it's about 30 feet long, and it's that same retractable clothesline that we used on the other one. I buried some fir posts in the ground. I stained the bottoms so the bottoms wouldn't rot as fast, and then we stretched it out. And then over here, I put my post in the ground just a little bit too far away for this thing. So I had to get creative with an extension cord. So I used an extension cord, put it through here, and then put a staple on the back to hold it. But Drea likes it. It holds all the laundry in one shot. She can get it all on there. So, and we seem to have a continual breeze up here, so it's been really nice for drying stuff out. We've got a lot of up and coming work. We've been working on the cabin, working on the whale house. You know, there's a pile of rock behind us that we still got to spread, so there's lots going on. Today, Drea and I started on the garden. So we took a dog pen that we had. This was a dog pen, and it was only half this width wide, and now it's double the width. Drea finished this up today while I was working on the cabin, and then we started doing our planter boxes. So she raked this all up and cleaned it. This is just out of the cattle panels and T-posts with the cable ties like we usually do. Drea and Aubrey worked hard on this all day. I built a garden box this morning out of that recycled brown metal that we have a lot of around here. I reused that and then used some Trex decking on the sides. I didn't want any treated wood in here. Now I do have untreated 2x2s in the corners. They're probably going to rot out, but I think we'll get about 5 years out of this. By that time I have a plan to rebuild with cedar and stuff. But yeah, just some reused metal roofing on some Trex boards. Drea filled this up, 8 wheelbarrow loads, her and Aubrey. We got some soil from a local supplier. It seems pretty good. We'll add a bunch of organic material to it. So we're excited about that. This is basically a 32 by 32, this garden is what it is. We're excited. We're going to put boxes all through here. And then the one hoop coop that we've used as a dog kennel, we're going to be putting it at the back here and using it as our greenhouse. We had a little bit of a late start. We didn't get a lot of started, but we're going to make do with what we got. Do peppers and tomatoes in the greenhouse, and then all our regular crops, leaves and roots out here. We're really excited about that. All right, let's go for a little walk. We'll go show you some of the animals. So we moved, this is the remnants of the wood pile that Drea moved over here from our big stack we had next to the trailer. And we like this. We're going to stack a bunch of wood here. It's a good spot. But we're getting a little low right now. But we'll walk over to the sheep. We've moved the sheep out on the pasture. Now, we did get rid of our cows. The range cattle are already up here, and we're already having trouble. And so we decided it was worth it, because when we have them out, the range cattle come in, we'll knock over the electric poultry fence or Premier One fence and get into it. Going to end up breeding our cows, and then they let all our cows and sheep out and they wander all around. The sheep, they don't bother. So we did sell off our Dexter cows until we can get our place completely perimeter fenced. Until then, we're just going to run the sheep. So we got kind of a whole new herd going on over here. Let's go check it out. One design flaw that I figured out on hoop coops is if they have a tarp or a cover on them at all, they don't survive the winter at all. It was looking good, nice and round, and then one day it just all caved in. And so we're going to use one of those shelter logic things going forward. But in the meantime, we're still using our halfway collapsed hoop coop behind me. So that's why it looks a little hokey. sheep are out on they're on their third patch now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, fourth.
Fourth patch.
Yeah.
They've been out moving. We're moving the fence. You can see the old fence set up in the perimeter behind. They ate that down. They've been on this for a couple days, and now we're moving on. And what's crazy is the spot where they were 3 times ago is already growing back. You can't even hardly tell they were there. So it's just recovering so fast. It's just beautiful. So we have a couple pygmy goats in with it. The neighbor had 3 pygmy goats that she didn't know what to do with, and for some reason we seemed like a good solution. And then we just
Triplets.
Aubrey is doing 4-H this year, and she needed a pygmy goat, some sort of miniature animal, to be able to show with 4-H. And so she's got herself one. We'll show you those babies in a minute. But right here we got the sheep herd. We got our new ram come and see us. He's a big boy. And we got a lamb over here, Connie. She was a bottle baby. She's a real sweet sheep. Here she comes. Hey, Connie. That's Aubrey's sheep. But they won't quite let her. They won't let her take a full-size sheep to 4-H for some reason, for her age or something.
Evelyn, that fence is on.
The fence is hot, so you gotta be careful. Hey, Connie. But yeah, and then when you see our two little pygmies here, what are their names, kids?
The one in the front is Ghost. He's mine, and the one that's and the one that's in the front now.
Yeah.
He is Spooky, and he is Drew.
So that's Ghost and Spooky. The kids named them, and they're already causing trouble. I mean, they hop on. They get on the ram's back and they'll stand on his back, which is hilarious. He lets them do that. But they get on top of that hoop coop. They do everything. So goats aren't always my friend, but we got some. And then the rest of the herd, we lost one of our ewes to an injury from one of our dogs. She happened to have triplets. All 3 of them died. Dree and I had to pull the one out, and it just wasn't good. And so we ended up losing her. We've lost some of our herd. We're kind of rebuilding here. So this is where we're at. You can see right now, is that Ghost?
That's Spooky.
Spooky's on the ram's back, and he loves it. He'll just let him do that. Sometimes we got 3 of them. The other one's separated right now, but sometimes they'll get all 3 on there. It's hilarious. We enjoy them. That's one thing the goats are funny for. And we got a couple little lambs that we had from the one mama, and then Bambi is this the one with the black legs that is just laying down right now. That's Bambi. Moses got injured by a dog and did not make it, unfortunately. It's really sad. He got stuck on the fence. Dog was on the other side, injured him through the fence, and I had to put him out of his misery. So that's kind of sad. But on to better news. We got little babies over here. We'll show you. Bottle baby goat.
Yeah, and her name is Pop.
So right now in our old pen, we have the chickens and the ducks in there. And we have one of our old rams, one of the black rams. Just because the big ram and him, somebody's going to get hurt, and it's probably going to be him. So we've kept them separate. And the one little pygmy's in here with him. It's an escape artist, so we put it in here. And we have 2 little body babies spending the day. They spend the day in there, and then they spend the night in a water trough inside the house where we can keep them warm and bottle feed them. So let's go see them.
There's a baby sheep in her, and her name is Pop.
You can see Aubrey out there with the little sheep. So here she comes with Ivy. Drew, why don't you go get Coco?
Okay. She's mine.
So this is Ivy.
She's mine. I named her myself.
Little Ivy. She's so pretty.
I made this by myself too.
Aubrey made her little bandana all by
She's
herself.
hungry.
Yeah, a little Spot.
Here's Coco.
Spot's over there eating. Here comes Coco, Drew's little bottles baby butt. She's a little wiggy.
Yeah.
What does he want?
He wants some milk. And then you'll see over there the ram's heading over to Spot. That's Evelyn's little pygmy over there.
Okay,
A
you
little
want
bit
down?
older.
I'll put you down.
They got a little grain on the ground there they're eating, and the chickens and the ducks and them are all surviving together. We're trying to rehome the ram, and once we do, the pygmies will go back to being with the herd out on pasture. Aubrey made her own little collar for Ivy.
Mm-hmm.
They are pretty cute.
They're really sweet too.
So we've had lots of changes. I know everybody thought maybe we died, but we thought we'd give you an update. We'd give you an update on what was going on the fancy farm, and show you a few things. And we have a bunch of up and coming videos. We want to show you what we're doing in the cabin. We've been working on that. Drew's been working on the well house. The garden, once we have our greenhouse set up, we want to show you guys that. So we just want to touch base, give you guys an update, let you know we're still alive, and say hi from the fancy farm. So thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Bye.